Five, four, three, two, one.
Go.
It is live. It is live. Go and share it. Go and share it.
What page?
IBTE.
Come on, son.
What team?
I don't wanna share to my story.
How do you share it with like a comment?
You just hit the share button and start typing.
Nah, well, what are you on? You're on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Share.
I couldn't tell you.
You hit share, more options. Share to your news feed. There's levels to this, bro.
Levels.
Kenny, Phil, and yeah, Phil, you're gonna when we get ready to transition for NBA, you do your thing.
Gotcha.
Bong, 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 bong. Let me get this up real quick. Yo, the episode tomorrow, Club 157, Wet Pennies. Tune into that. It's gonna be a complete disaster.
What time?
5 o'clock. Yep. It's gonna be a complete, utter disaster. Boy, I can't wait for people to watch that shit and be like, what was going on? Can't wait. Sorry, let's get these people in here real quick.
Bro, let me just say that for the first time in about 5 years, Inter Milan is on top of the Serie A table with our huge win over Lazio last weekend. Huge win.
Catchers reported to camp yesterday.
All right, you guys good? We good? We good?
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, man. Welcome to another episode of IBTE Sports Podcast. Got my boy Neil, Kenny, and Phil. How you guys doing today? How you feeling?
Pretty good. Can't complain.
Can't complain at all.
Yo, Neil, what you drinking over there?
Oh, we got this. This
Shameless
is
plug.
Primo sippage right here, boys. If y'all ever want to just have some drink, the Vizzy, top notch. Prime sippage.
All right. Kenny, how you doing, bro? What's up with you?
Wonderful.
How's your week going?
Pretty good. Can't complain. Thank God it's Thursday. One more day of work.
One more day, boys.
Friday Junior.
Yeah.
Hello.
Every day is a good day when you're getting paid.
Oh, hello.
That's
Shout
true,
out to my
too.
man Otto
That's
in the
true.
chat. We know he's going to be active.
Oh yeah. And Phil,
Yeah,
how you doing, bro? How's your week going? And everything.
Chilling, looking forward to another week, another episode, another live. We here. We got some things to talk about.
Thank you, NFL. Thank you for giving us something to talk about.
Always. Remember when we said, oh, man, after football season's over, what's going to happen? What'd I say? The NFL is a 12-month sport. There will always be something to talk about.
Yeah,
and
so
thank you, Philadelphia.
All right, man. So let's get right into it. People are gonna come back in here. They're gonna be like, "Did you guys talk about it yet?" Well,
Yes.
you're gonna have to go tune in on YouTube once it goes up. So, the man behind me, my background, has finally been freed from the nonsense in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What is your guys' takes on it? What was your first initial take? One word. When you first saw Carson got traded.
Expected.
Finally.
I was gonna say finally
Finally.
free.
Remember, we said it on the podcast like mid-season when they talk about trading him anyways. Well, I said the Colts, everyone was like, oh, yeah, good point. Like, it just made too much sense.
Mm-hmm.
But what didn't make sense was the fact that the Eagles would eat that much cap space. That's what didn't make sense.
Right. The destination made sense. The cap space that they're going to eat now and the compensation they got for it makes zero sense.
Right.
But him being shipped to Indy makes perfect sense.
100%. The only team that didn't have a quarterback really I mean, there's a lot of teams that don't have a quarterback coming in the offseason, but Indy is like almost, I wouldn't say in win now mode because they have pieces that are, for the long run, but they have the chance to win now with that defense. They got some weapons still around them. They got to re-sign a couple folks, but that defense is championship caliber.
Yeah. Right.
Phil, what was your take on it, and what do you think it means for the Eagles pretty much right now? Or that could be a question to everybody too.
Right. I mean, we know whose fantasy football value just got higher thanks to the offensive line by the Colts, Carson Wentz. He's the biggest winner out of all this.
Yep.
And I think Lawrence mentioned it before we went on live. Once you're free from Philly, your career pretty much is on upwards because
Nelson Aguilar.
We know how toxic that fan base area is.
Right. And it's funny that you mentioned Nelson Aguilar. I told them 2 years ago, I said, give him time. The kid has spring. When he makes plays, he makes plays. And no, he sucks. Mad emotional. Then now they're coming back to me saying, yo, how can he do this with the Raiders? He was supposed to do this. Well, you only gave him 30 days to become a pro. So what do you expect? Now Carson
and he caught that baby.
Right. But it's like I said, it's tough. It's tough playing in Philly. You can see it. Some of my best friends from college, they're Philly fans, and I get to hear it from them firsthand of how emotional Philadelphia Eagles fans are. They have zero logic when it comes to wanting people off their team at all whatsoever.
Well, they have one thing in common with their general manager, that they have no common sense when it comes to getting people off their team, because you traded away a franchise quarterback who was an MVP candidate not too long ago. I don't care what he did to his ACL. He's still an MVP candidate player, and you got a third-round pick this year and a second-round pick next year that's going to turn into a first round. But so even, let's say, the third round and a first-round pick, that's all you got for Carson Wentz?
In oddly specific news,
who hasn't even hit his prime yet? Mm-hmm. You're out of your mind.
So just to give context, I saw somebody say that, quote unquote, I don't know if you guys saw it on Twitter, this is a revival for his career.
Saw that.
I guess you could say that. I don't think his career was ever dead.
No, definitely. No, it has to. No, definitely a revival because
exactly.
How is it a revival?
Where's he going in Philly?
He just got benched. So I guess the saying makes sense. Yes, because he was going to be a backup quarterback in Philly. Now he's going to be an MVP candidate in Indy.
I feel like if he had multiple years before he got into the league, or just previous to this, if his years were terrible, and then he had another terrible one, I'd be like, all right, this is a revival. But he's had four.
It has to be. It has to be.
There was a stretch this year where Carson Wentz was the worst starting quarterback in football.
Oh yeah, he had a terrible year.
He finished like the second worst quarterback in the league. I'm pretty sure in QBR rating.
Yeah. So 16 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. He matched his rookie season and had 1,100 passing yards less.
Yeah, so it's like I don't think that's a stretch to say that, but I just think they shouldn't have given up on him yet. And let's remember, Frank Reich, his best year of his career is when Frank Reich was offensive coordinator, who's the head coach in Indy. It's going to be – I don't understand how you just let him walk for that cheap. I don't get it, but I'm happy for Carson, though. Very happy for him.
I would say the asking price was so low for Carson because obviously his season last year was not good. Or this year, I mean, his was not a good season. But the injuries definitely started to rack up for him over the past couple of years. He had back injuries. He had ACL issues. He tore that real bad. That was a real bad tear. Granted, his offensive line was bad, right? I mean,
he was sacked 50 times this season.
Yeah,
50 times.
Right. I mean, the Eagles, coming into the season, when you look at the Philadelphia's offensive line on paper, you would think they'd be good, right? Jason Peters, Landon Johnson,
5 years ago. 5
years ago, they're old as dirt now.
How many times did we talk about the Eagles getting greedy with players after the Super Bowl? So they needed to re-sign, they needed to release. But I think I would say a revival is exactly the words I would use for Carson Wentz going to Indy, because he was digging his own grave in Philadelphia. Honestly, digging his own grave. Now he's out of there. He's got a chance to show. Now, if his first year isn't successful, I'm not expecting Tampa Bay Tom Brady's success, but his first year has to be 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, I think. But coming from
What
Carson Wentz,
you're saying he's gonna do what he's been doing the whole time?
he needs to be. He needs to
So-
show that he can still do what he can do. But his decision making is iffy. So 10 interceptions is. I think
He's had 7. He's had 7 in the past 3 years outside of this past year, obviously, because he had 15.
I'll have more time in the pocket, so it's a lot.
And better weapons, right?
Better weapons, understatement.
Because they don't have T.Y. Hilton, right? I don't think they're going to re-sign T.Y. Hilton.
No, Michael Pittman Jr. is no slouch.
Yeah, he started to come alive in the last stretch of the season.
Mo Alley Cox is a very good tight end.
Yeah.
Jack Doyle.
And he's got 4 fucking running backs that can run out
Well,
of the back.
Marlon Mack won't be back.
Hines is a receiver, pretty much.
Wilkins, Hines,
Jonathan Taylor,
and Marlon Mack. Where's Mack going?
Mack's a free agent. They're not going to bring him back.
Yeah,
you got 3 other running backs. You're not signing him.
And he had a major injury too, so that doesn't help his case.
He'll go somewhere cheap. Just from the Philly side of things, though, where I really get lost is since you're going to be eating that much dead cap anyways,
got to get more.
Wouldn't it have right? And if you weren't going to get more, wouldn't it have made sense to just hang on to him because you're now paying him nearly $40 million to play for somebody else? And if I'm going to pay you that, you may as well be my backup until someone offers me a first round for you this year. That's the part that I can't fathom is that you're eating this dead cap to get minimal return. I'm not saying he was going to demand a huge haul, but he could have gotten a little bit more. But this is why you also don't go on record telling people you don't want this player, you don't want that player.
Right.
Because why am I going to give you a king's ransom when I know you don't want this guy anyways?
Yeah, they pretty much marked him for dead after all the shit that went on there.
It was business. It wasn't business. It was all emotional. That's pretty much.
For example, Bill Belichick let everybody know, like, I love Jimmy G. I love Jimmy G. I love Jimmy G. So they had to it took a second round pick to get a backup quarterback because Belichick lets you know, I like this guy. Philly tells you, I don't really care. I want to get rid of Carson Wentz. Oh, here's a third round pick, and we'll throw in a second round pick that can be covered first. Okay, deal.
Yep.
Doesn't make sense.
Shit is crazy.
Hey, Philly.
It's Philly, man. What do you expect? I mean, you're talking about the same exact team that put a statue of Nick Foles in front of their stadium. What do you want, man?
I know. I don't know why I expect anything different.
You expect anything different, man? You're talking about a team that won the Super Bowl and kept the same roster for 5 years after. What do you want?
Here's my thing too. This is gonna sound crazy, but I saw some reporters tweeted this out today, and he made a good point. He said if your plan was ultimately like to get rid of Carson Wentz or whatever at some point, you should have did it a couple of years ago when his value was a little bit higher,
or not pay him.
Right, that's right. Not pay him or do it when his value was higher. Like not even after the Super Bowl run. Like the year after when he got hurt again and they lost to the Saints.
I don't think
trade him then.
I don't think they ever thought that he would stink that bad.
Well, they must have thought something because they drafted Jalen Hurts last year. You don't just draft Jalen Hurts for no reason in the second round.
Man, I don't understand that organization, man.
That's all emotional.
And if Jalen Hurts,
just look at it. Just look at it. It's never been about strictly business. T.O. all emotional.
Imagine that team. Imagine Jalen Hurts coming out and being a bum. How stupid are they going to look?
Remember, we all said that's why they should not do this yet because no one knows what Jalen Hurts is yet.
I like Jalen Hurts, but you're throwing him. So now you're gonna if they go in say they don't draft a quarterback, right? Now they're saying we're committed. Yes, if they do, all hell's gonna break loose in Philly. They're gonna riot in Philly. They're gonna riot. They're gonna riot in Philly. I'm so glad
you guys brought this up though, because another hypothetical that I brought up to you guys today and I posted it on Facebook today. What happens if at the 6th pick, Justin Fields is still on the board and or Zach Wilson, who some people apparently like Zach Wilson better than Trevor Lawrence now.
I watched him. I watched him at BYU, but I'm not gonna say he's competing with. He had astronomical numbers, but it was like he wasn't really playing against anybody.
But let's say though Justin Fields is available and Zach Wilson, who some are saying might be the best quarterback in this class. Say they're both available at 6. If you're Philly, do you take one of them?
I guarantee they do.
No,
right? No, Neil, you're right. You're right. They shouldn't.
But they're going to.
Has Philly done anything? Has Philly done? Listen, after they won that Super Bowl, they extended Nick Foles when they had a franchise quarterback, and then they extended Carson Wentz, and then they proceeded to draft a quarterback in the second round. So the easy answer is no, they will not. But
I don't think
Philly, Philly also came out today
every single
and
time,
said
bro.
Jalen Hurts is the guy we're bringing in competition.
Right.
Bro, listen, if you really run it back, the fans for the Eagles, they really they might as well be stakeholders at this point. Because anything they cry for, they literally get it. They wanted Carson Wentz in, they got Carson. Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl, and then they wanted Carson Wentz to be benched. He gets benched. Or does he get hurt or he gets benched?
He got hurt again.
He got
hurt again. And then Foles is the best ever. He's the best ever. He's going to take us. Then he starts to be trash. Carson, we got to go back to Carson, really? And then here we are now. We want Carson Wentz out. They're going to give him Hurts. And then what they're going to do is they're probably sitting there thinking, we just traded this man away. $40 million is on us. We got to go and get, if Fields is there, I promise you they're going to draft him. I
don't think he'll be there.
I don't think he'll
be there. He probably won't be there, but if he is,
if he is at 6, if Fields and Wilson are there,
I promise you they taking him. There's no
Wilson might be there. Wilson might be there. I don't think Philly drafts him either. I don't think Philly drafts him, but if Fields is there, if Fields is at 6, that's a complete breakdown by the GMs picking 1 to 5. There's absolutely no reason. That's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem.
Well, here's the thing: why he might be available at 6, Neil, because we have 4, but
he's gone.
No, listen, a lot of GMs are saying Zach Wilson is a better quarterback. I don't see it. But a lot of people are saying that Zach Wilson is a better quarterback.
Have you watched him play?
GMs who want Justin Fields. Yes,
no, not even that. GMs who are in your division, Kenny, Phil,
and want us to take
Lawrence. Right. Want you to take
us or the Panthers. Right? They want us to take
Wilson over Fields. Yeah.
No, you're right. They're trying to drive it up. But
exactly.
I'm just saying there is a scenario where only 2 quarterbacks get taken in the top 5, so one of them could still be available at 6.
Oh, I 100% think that. I only think 2 quarterbacks are going to go in the top 5.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But I would say this for bringing back to the Eagles. All right, say they keep Hurts, right? Now, what happens? The expectation of the Eagles fans are extremely high. They expect a Super Bowl. They expect them to win. The roster is garbage. If you really break the roster down, I tried to
same roster they had this year.
It's terrible.
And what did they do this year? They couldn't beat.
It's terrible.
They win a division that was handed to them.
Bro, the worst in 50 years.
The worst thing that happened to the Eagles fans is them beating the Saints and seeing Hurts. That was the worst thing that could have happened to them because they think that this kid is gonna actually do this. I like him. But come on, man.
Lawrence,
he has no help.
You said that the Eagles beat the Saints. The Eagles smoked the Saints.
I said, all right, Taysom Hill was in at QB.
Hold on, time out.
Taysom Hill was in at QB.
Hold on, time out. Kenny, did I say something wrong? Did I say
no?
I didn't make no slide comment. I said 100%. The Eagles beat the Saints.
Saying it was a smoke. It's a lot more convincing.
I'm confused. I didn't say anything sly though.
No.
So what's your point?
What I'm saying is that it would have been different if Jalen Hurts went out there and snuck by. You're looking at a top 5 team at the time the Eagles played the Saints, and he absolutely destroyed them.
Listen, man.
Right? No, I get what Neil's saying.
That's why. Yeah, that's why he built.
It would have been it would have been like if the Saints went out with Taysom Hill and beat the Chiefs by 20 points. You would have come in here talking crazy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. That's why he hyped him up.
Yeah.
So
Saints have a better supporting cast than Hurts did.
But at the time, I mean, we didn't. The questions were revolving Drew Brees, but there was a legitimate thought that the Saints were going to the Super Bowl at that point in time.
Yeah, they were fucking rolling.
Right, exactly. Rolling. And who came in and just smoked them? Jalen Hurts, man. And now the Eagles fans.
That running is
because that's
the running.
That is the reason. Literally, that game is why Carson Wentz was
I
traded.
agree. I agree, 100%. Because if Jalen started that game and it was like,
that's why I said nothing I said was wrong. I said
Right, no,
it was
right.
the worst thing that happened because that is not going to be the sample size for his next season. It's not
No,
going to.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
not.
Not-
He's
not
going
at
to
all.
struggle. He's going to be like, yo,
Well,
Carson, yo, you didn't tell me it was this bad.
Or he might have a good season next year, but the year after is right, comes back down to earth. Because remember that tape is no
I don't
joke.
know. I mean,
Who's
guys,
he throwing to? Is he gonna break? Plays gonna break down that he can just run and slide for 12 yards every play? He can't do that.
no, he'll get killed doing that.
He's not gonna be able to do that. You're gonna have to
Well,
throw the
if-
ball to
if
somebody
they
and catch it.
Zach
If
Ertz
they
will
don't
be
throw,
gone, too, so
if they don't, well, we don't know. I was just gonna say we don't know if Zach Ertz is gonna be
Yeah,
gone yet.
hopefully.
If Zach Ertz is still there, what's the difference between what his offense looks like and what Lamar Jackson's offense looked like in Baltimore?
That's true.
You have a top flight tight end. Miles Sanders is a very good running back.
Al
Top
Goddard.
flight?
All right.
Zach Ertz isn't a top flight tight end.
Be careful here.
Lawrence.
I mean, he's a top
We-
5 tight
we-
end.
We know you don't like Philly, but come on now.
Come on.
No, I love Philly. I love Philly,
I
man.
mean, it's
I
Gronk.
love Philly.
I'm not Gronk. It's Kelsey,
Kelsey, Kittle,
Was he gonna be
Andrew,
5?
and Ertz.
and
Was he gonna
Ertz,
be
yeah.
5?
No, he's probably 4.
I'd say probably 4.
Yeah, he's
4?
probably 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 4 or 5.
Dallas
I don't really think of him that crazy to where.
But
I
he's
don't
really
know.
crazy though.
I don't know.
Like he's really crazy though. He's like
He got to,
insanely-
but he's got to be available.
He won't
He only had 1 year. He only had the one year where he was really hurt though. Like, can we touch on that too? People call people injury prone because they were hurt last year. Like,
That's very
just
true.
generally speaking, like Julio Jones is apparently injury prone now.
You didn't like that. I saw that too.
I don't comprehend it. Just like so guys so that must be McCaffrey's injury prone, Barkley's injury prone because these guys were all hurt last year too. It doesn't make sense to me. Injury prone means multiple times over and over and over again.
All right.
Like if you want to use that with Carson Wentz, I'll disagree with you, but I can give it to you because he's been hurt multiple times.
Definition of injury prone is frequently injured
Mm-hmm.
by Webster. So, but man,
Is Edmure? Wait, I don't say that the worst tight end is Evan Ingram, but he
Yes.
is a Giants fan.
that boy hot garbage, boy.
Yeah,
Listen, no, but Otto's
Inconsistent.
very, very realistic when it comes to Evan Ingram. He cannot stand him
He sucks.
because he
But
knows he's
good.
overrated.
He's good though.
Too inconsistent, bro. Too inconsistent. He's overrated too.
He's still young
You
though, man.
listen, my
Third year?
listen, my roommate is a Giants fan. I'll sit down there because when the Giants are playing, that's what the TV's gonna be on. Respectfully, it's his house. So I sit there and watch 4 quarters of him just dropping passes, fumbling, dropping passes,
he
dropping
does
passes.
snag too though. He snags passes too.
But he drops more than he makes.
I don't know. I feel like
You're
it's a bad rap.
you got that Madden height. That's what that you got that Madden. You believe in him because he's fast and he doesn't belong at that position, but he's really fast.
Adrian Peterson was on the cover.
Nah, that's that Madden logic. That's what Kenny knows what I'm talking about. He's not that good. He's very inconsistent. Put the tape on.
Intangible. You
Yes.
like the intangible and the physical attributes, but you're not actually watching what he does when he gets on the field.
What he is and what he can be are 2 different things, my guy.
Well,
What he
can-
is inconsistent, and what he can be is very good, but he doesn't show. He's not consistent at all. He drops a lot of passes.
You think that, like, let me just say, like, if Evan Ingram is a tight end on, let's say, the Falcons, for example, he's a top 5 tight end. I think at least.
Yeah,
But
honestly,
it's not.
crazy,
It's
you're
not
probably
about
right.
that. It's not about that though. You put him in the same situation, same plays that Daniel Jones and Matt Ryan are throwing him the ball. It's the matter of him dropping the pass. He drops some wide open passes, 3rd down,
In
2nd down,
Neil's
touchdowns,
situation, though,
everything.
I get because he has more opportunity too is why there's more failure. Because he's asked to be like the number 1 option in that
He's
offense.
not number 1.
If he goes to a team like in Atlanta where he can be the 3rd or 4th option
It's different.
instead of seeing 8 passes a game,
I don't need all that.
I'm seeing 4.
I need to know when I'm throwing you the ball, you're gonna catch it. It don't matter. Oh, I want to be the 5th option. Let me go on the Chiefs.
No,
Let
we're
me go
not
on the
saying he
Chiefs real
wants to
quick.
be, but we're saying if he
Yes,
were
I
only a
do
3rd
want
or
that.
4th option, he'd be
Bro,
different.
But
send me
we're-
that, DM me and send me that jersey, like that ass. I'll take that shit.
What's good, Rick? What's good, bro? Man, listen. He said you want it. That's bro. They're tired of him, bro. They tired of him.
Bro, toss that shit over here, bro. I don't.
It's real nice. Listen, it's real nice. He run the 4.4. You don't belong at the position, but he's still there. But
What was your 40 time?
Like a 4.56 or 4.57, something like that.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
At the
Kenny,
height,
It ain't touching mine.
What you got, like a 5.4?
I run a 4 flat.
Four flat. Let him know.
It's flat.
I don't know what I would hit now, but
Oh
yeah,
man,
that was at
crazy
the best.
right now.
That was my best.
Easily a 5 for me, easily.
Oh my!
Bro, you ever see who was that anchor that ran that?
Rich Eisen.
Rich Eisen.
Listen, me and Rich Eisen the same.
Yo, when it gets nice, we got to do that.
Bro, did you? Oh,
100%.
IRL. 100%. Bro,
I'm running mine in a suit and tie just like Rich.
Now we're gonna know what we should do. We should put Neil through Aaron Donald's workouts. We're gonna watch it and then watch you watch you fucking do it. And he's gonna be like, I'm not in the middle of it. You'll probably quit. I'm gonna get a real knife too.
I'll grab the knife.
Did you see the workout he just did like 2 days ago? I couldn't even do that, and all he was doing was hopping over some little ladders. That's it. I couldn't even do that right now.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're talking about the OTAs, mini OTAs they had.
He was just doing like a workout, like an individual workout he had.
Oh, okay.
And he just was running through some ladders, like some chutes. Just his footwork was crazy. But
oh yeah,
I could never do that.
That is a very good point. We're gonna see Kyle Pitts from Florida is gonna be everything Evan Ingram is supposed to be in the NFL once he gets there. Kenny, do you know who he is or not?
Absolutely, I know Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is the best playmaker in the draft this year.
Yes, he is.
The best playmaker in the draft.
that boy made me a lot of money off that kiosk in the casino. I tell you. Bet on Florida, and bet on the over, and they hit every time this season.
He made Kyle Trask look real nice. GMs fell for that, or didn't fall for that though. That's why you don't see him projected in the first round.
Who, Kyle Trask?
All three of y'all, when you're ready for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do we got for projections for Carson Wentz season next year?
Projections?
Yes.
I say 30 touchdowns. 10 interceptions, 3,500 passing yards.
Playoffs, I'm assuming then? If you're putting numbers like that up, you making the playoffs.
He's going to make a big difference. Difference.
42, 33, and 6.
What's the 6?
4,200, 33 touchdowns.
6 interceptions? Picks. No way.
Woo!
Bro, that boy makes way too many crazy
other than
decisions.
last year, he averages 7 interceptions a year.
Hey, listen. Don't think that the Colts won't bring in another receiver now.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, that's what we got to...
Think about how many are in the free agency this year.
Is Jacoby Brissett staying?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Otto said 24. Otto said 24 and 12.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking more maybe 30 and 15. 30 and 15, probably 4,000 yards. Definitely.
Me and Kenny talk about almost 3 a game.
Yeah, that's crazy. Phil, what about you?
I'll probably say maybe around 4,000, 4,100 yards. Probably like 30 touchdowns, 12 picks.
That's definitely respectable.
I think he's gonna have at least 10.
Double digits at least.
I'll tell you what, regardless of what his numbers are, this one automatically puts the Colts in AFC Championship talk. 100%.
Defense is real. The defense is real.
So they almost beat Buffalo, right? They almost beat Buffalo, who went to the AFC Championship with a man. I mean, I love Philip Rivers, but the man's done.
Man, Rivers! But you bet on him every week.
He was really dusted at that.
But he only had to pick him because you picked against him for some reason.
Right, exactly. I picked against him and he screwed me every time. But yeah, so I honestly think right now it puts. I mean, you think about. We spoke about it last week. We said that the 3 quarterbacks or pretty much any quarterback that was available at the time when we talked about it was Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, and Deshaun Watson. All 3 of those quarterbacks, no matter what team they went to, automatically put them in the playoff contention. Super Bowl contention.
I like Carson Wentz. I don't know what those fans see. They're drunk.
And you got to remember what division he plays in, too. The Jags are going to be a joke because I don't think Urban Meyer is going to be a good head coach at all.
They got new colors, though, Kenny. Come on.
Woo! The Titans lost their offensive coordinator who made Ryan Tannehill what Ryan Tannehill was there. Let's be honest. And the Texans are the Texans. So that right there is going to give them...
Who may lose their quarterback.
Right. So that right there is going to give the Colts at least 4 wins.
It's about to be 10 times worse.
They might even go 6-0 in that division. Yeah,
honestly, they might sweep.
Nah, but let the Titans fan tell it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Titans fans. Like, I mean, you were good. I'm not saying you're
Julius
not good.
will not let the Titans die, man. The Titans ain't shit. They'll never be shit.
So I was asking where Watson's going, bro. Honestly, at this point, I think Houston.
Yeah, he's gonna stay there.
I think he's staying.
I said it after the Stafford trade. The asking price can be too high. No one's giving it to you.
Too high.
They talking about Madden trades with that boy. They talking about Lawrence and Ephraim Madden trades. They want three first round picks, and they want 2 defensive studs.
Two.
What?
And in the case of,
so who even has that?
Imagine.
Nobody has that.
Imagine Aaron
Who's
Donald.
Your 2 defensive studs?
Imagine Aaron Donald
and Jalen Ramsey.
I want to hear Phil's 2 defensive studs that New England can give them.
Stephon Gilmore
is old, so no.
But next, he 31. He up there. Ankles about to snap, boy.
But let's say we give him that one.
What else?
Let's say we give him that one. Yeah, who else?
J.C. Jackson.
Stop it. Goodbye.
Nah, he's played well this season, but his name doesn't ring though. His name doesn't ring. That's what
I'm saying. If we're talking Deshaun Watson, you're not telling me Stephon Gilmore, J.C. Jackson, and a couple first round picks. I'm hanging up the phone. The
Madden bar is red at that point. Bud.
That's red.
Yellow.
It's gonna be like 2.5 stars.
It might be yellow. You throw a couple picks. Maybe with that you get 3 first rounds and a second round. Maybe with that
2.5 stars. They're saying
I'm hanging up the phone on you.
Player unknown. That's
what's honestly. If you think about it though, like let's say their asking price really is that 3 first round picks and 2 defensive stars. What team in the league has? Forget about the picks. What team in the league has 2 defensive stars?
Pittsburgh. TJ Watt and Minka Fitzpatrick. They're the only team that can give them the young stars.
And then you got the Rams with Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey. And then you got...
But the problem is, if any of those teams give away their 2 defensive stars, they don't have no defense.
They have no defense. Exactly. And maybe Cleveland...
I was about to say, I don't think the Saints have enough star power for that shit.
Maybe the Bears.
They got good quality players around the board, but nobody really sticks out. Probably Lattimore.
Bro, but speaking of the Deshaun Watson trade, I had a little talk with one of my boys, AJ, on Twitter, who was talking about how he wouldn't take the trade with 3 first round picks and Christian McCaffrey to Houston for Deshaun Watson.
Wait, is he a Panthers fan?
He's a Panthers fan.
Okay, so all right, man. I saw this on somebody said this on Facebook.
Wasn't there a segment? I believe there was a segment in one of the shows. It was a halftime show or some shit. Wasn't it called "Come On, Son"?
Yeah,
that is a "Come On, Son" moment right there.
What was the trade? What was the trade idea?
The trade was. Go ahead, Kenny.
It was. They said the Panthers were shopping around the idea of thinking about giving up 3 first round picks and Christian McCaffrey for Deshaun Watson, and the Panthers fan said never.
We have a problem. What? New Orleans, Atlanta, we have a problem.
Listen,
it's a bloodbath in the NFC East. In the NFC South.
Because you know what's crazy? You just showed that Mike Davis can be a capable running back in your system.
He's the number one running back.
Bro, so guess what? If I can get Deshaun Watson now,
Kenny,
how many times have we said not to say running backs don't matter, but they are replaceable? Quarterback is not.
Bro,
McCaffrey missed almost a full season last year.
Listen to this. Listen. Somebody said this, and I made a simple comment. I said, "Do you know who's on the Panthers?" I don't think people really when they say shit. They don't know who's on the team. No. He said, "Listen, quote unquote." He said, "The offense for the Panthers has nobody outside of McSee." I said, "You don't watch football."
Because they had 4 guys go for 1,000 this year.
4 people go over 1,000 all purpose. Like, what are you like? I don't think people really understand, or just they look at the roster. They don't know what they're talking about half of the time.
They have problems. They have problems on every side of the field. Like
Robbie Anderson,
DJ Moore, and they got
Curtis Samuel,
and Curtis Samuel on the left side.
Yes,
that's a problem. And they have Teddy Bridgewater throwing the ball to him.
If they got rid of McCaffrey,
Teddy should have never left.
Let's say they did get rid of McCaffrey, okay? So now you have Deshaun Watson, right? And you have DJ Moore and you have Robbie Anderson. You can even still use Curtis Samuel as a running back because he was a running back.
That's true.
He played running back this season.
He played running back this season. He played the season as running back.
He was taking pitch plays inside zone. I said, "What is this?"
He was taking goal line plays.
So shout out to the class of 2013 All-State New York. I was on there with Curtis Samuel. You feel me? You know,
the Brooklyn baller. They call him.
Where did he play?
Where
did he play? He played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Or somewhere down there.
Yeah, I was on the.
What did you play for?
What?
What team did you play for?
What are you talking about? I was the all-purpose. I was on the first team all-purpose player. He was at the running back.
He's probably the first team All-State.
2013 All-State. You feel me? New York.
Oh,
yeah, I was on there.
Like Booby Miles.
And he can pass. I was on there. I looked at the thing. I was like, "Dad, I ain't make it." All purpose, okay.
Scroll down.
Yeah, that's
shit.
That's because I was returning the motherfucking kicks. That's why.
Hello. Listen, anytime you have a game with 500 yards, ain't no chance we make it.
Yeah, you gotta make something for that. You gotta make something.
Bro, I really had 550 in the game. That shit was crazy.
And what they do when they needed.
What did that feel like?
They threw it.
I felt unstoppable. I'm not gonna hold you.
Did you feel like when you got the ball, like the field was just like there was nobody on the field?
Nah, I was like, nobody's stopping me. Like I had like a $120 rushing, 100 receiving, and then I had a kick return, punt return, over 90 yards. It was ridiculous.
Bro, like it's insane. Like, you know how like basketball players say when they just keep making shots that they feel like the bucket's just wide open, right?
Nah, that's how you feel. Like when you get the ball, because it's like every time you're touching the ball, you're getting, if you like as a offensive player, if you get the ball and you're over the line every single time, getting 5 yards, you're like, yo, they're not stopping me.
It's easy.
They're not stopping me.
I was interning with WKTV at that time, and I worked Friday nights for them. And I used to text Lawrence all the time, like, you know, how'd the game go, whatever. We had a group chat. And he's like, "Oh, we lost it, but yeah, I went for like 500 yards." So I told the sports director, I was like, "Yeah, Proctor lost tonight, but Lawrence Elliott just went for 500 yards." He's like, "No, like five." I was like, "No, like he had 500 all-purpose yards." He's like, "I want to run that stat, but I got to check it." So Fee calls in with the score, and he's like, "You weren't lying. He had over 500."
And the thing is that game was a shootout too. It was like 40.
Who was that against?
It was Liverpool. Whenever I went to Liverpool, I don't know what it is. I get activated.
They got fast turf.
I get activated in there, man. Oh man, that started. Well, yeah, that ended. We ended our career there too, because that was where the playoffs was all the time. But man, that game, man, I'll never forget that one. That's definitely up there.
Obviously, you almost put 1,000 yards, half 1,000 yards in a game. So people don't even get that shit in a season. You got it in one game.
Shit, it's crazy,
bro. I'm just telling you though, if I was on the other side of the ball, bro, so
no.
Yes, what I had 100. Yes, what I had 150.
150 what?
150 yards.
Russian?
That's it. All purpose.
All purpose. Nah, you better go run my tape.
He might have 750.
Yeah, hold on. You better go run my tape at all levels.
I ain't worried about none of your levels.
I rack up yards. That's what El Drizzle, man. You're drizzle the yardage.
You know we call them El Drizzle? Because you used to drizzle them yards.
First down every time I touch the rock. Listen, you want a first down? You know who to get a ball to.
Shout out to my man Dan Bowens. I'm going to call you El Drizzle.
What did I say?
Because if we get a first down, you give Lawrence the ball 3 times, you get a first down.
Bro, if it's 4th and 5, the game is on the line, and my son Lawrence is getting the ball. Is he getting the first down?
I think in college, I was like, stop once.
I'm talking NFL. You're getting the ball.
I'm going to be fine.
You're gonna be
that means I'm in top shape.
Oh, 100%.
Not being stopped. Not being stopped.
Damn,
No,
Otto
no.
says he'll pay to watch you run through me, bro. You don't understand.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
I'm a fucking
I'm not
elite.
I'm not
alright?
doing
Otto,
that.
Otto, if Neil lets Lawrence run through him, will you give him your Effingham jersey?
I am elite. I cannot be ran through.
Yo, bro. Stop. Let's stop this, bro.
I mean,
Let's stop this. It's not that deep, bro. It's not. It's really
Bro,
not.
you can't run through me though.
I definitely can.
IRL.
No pads,
It's
no
IRL.
pads or pads.
It doesn't
Oh, you
matter.
hear that?
It doesn't
Otto said
matter.
he's giving up the jersey.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, bro.
Bro, I'm pretty sure my whole high school career I had like 10 tackles.
Bro.
And I played varsity for 4 years.
And the people that are watching, as we're talking about this, mind you, I was a fourth option on my team. Well, I did that, so
We don't talk about that.
yeah. So that puts some more context to it. But man, let's get a little
I'm not
serious.
drinking White Claws, bro. They're Vizzies.
alright.
Elite sippage.
Get a little serious here. We gotta address it. One of the Madden gods of all time passed away this past weekend. Vincent Jackson.
Monday.
Was it Monday?
Yeah.
Vincent Jackson. Rest in peace to Vincent Jackson.
Rest in peace.
Man, Vincent Jackson used to give the Saints hell in the NFC South. I hated playing against him. But what's your favorite memory about Vincent Jackson? I don't know if everybody has one, but
I don't even have one, but rest in peace.
he was with the Chargers.
Chargers, Bucks.
With old man Rivers. He was lighting it up.
I know who he played for. I just don't, man, like,
You ain't paying attention to him?
not really. I mean, no worries.
he was
I mean,
a baller.
they're in the AFC. Like, I'm in the NFC. I mean, I
When,
know he balled out,
when Vincent
but-
Jackson was a baller, the Rams weren't relevant.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I didn't give a fuck.
We
about
understand. We understand. You was fighting to win the game.
Exactly. I was happy with 2 wins.
Oh man. What
Oh,
about
Otto,
you?
we're talking about the NBA today, bro.
Yeah.
We got you.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Bro,
Phil,
we'll
what about
talk
you,
about
bro?
10:15, the NBA is coming into play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
exact number and everything. Well, I don't have an exact memory, but all I know is he was a pretty reliable player on the Chargers and the Bucks. I used to like draft him in Madden sometimes, so just tough to see him go at this age. Plus, I just got a notification that they donated his brain to the CTE study in Boston University. So it's a little update on that.
Yeah, his family's convinced he had it. It's a sad. The CTE stuff is no joke.
Do we know what happened to him? Did he commit suicide?
They didn't put
they haven't
no
released
details
anything.
out. Yeah.
But his family said that he definitely, there's no chance he didn't have CTE. He'd been living in that hotel for a month and like they didn't really know why. So it's just a sad case of the CTE stuff that you really don't know until they pass away. I really hope they can find a way to diagnose these guys earlier because you see a lot of these guys taking their own lives and stuff because they can't cope.
Yeah, and he definitely took some huge hits too, just from the way he played too. So him and Kelvin Johnson in Madden, you ain't stopping it. 6'5". Lastly here, man, JJ Watt. Is there gonna be a reunion of the brothers?
100%.
Rumor has it they might go to Cleveland to join Mr. Myles Garrett.
I saw something that I thought was very interesting that I hadn't even thought of with not even just JJ Watt, but a lot of these big time free agents in general.
Hold on. Time out. Let me go. Why are you putting that in the chat, bro? You're not gonna give me no CTE, bro.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna run through you.
No,
Like
I don't know what
you're
talking
tripping,
about.
and then I'm gonna give you the ball. We're gonna do Oklahoma Joe, and then I'm gonna run through you again. You wanna stop playing with me? You don't want to activate the competitive gene. I'll be trying to chill.
Boy, bro, you see me on the golf course.
Give me
We're
a
hitting the links this summer.
yeah. Give me some time. Give me some time. I got an all right swing, but give me some time, and I'll whoop your ass in that too. But go ahead, Kenny. My fault, bro.
No, I was saying because the salary cap is going to be lower than it usually is.
Yeah.
They were saying I think a lot of these big time guys might take 1 year cheap deals just to become free agents again. If that happens, I very well could see JJ in Pittsburgh.
Nice. Good. That's gonna be it's gonna be him and Tua in the middle.
I just got a text message from a Rams GM who said JJ Watt's going to the Rams. So
No, but
out of here.
No, but think about that though. Like it's really something to think about. A lot of these guys might take 1 year cheaper deals to test free agency again next year when the cap goes up. Like, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think he said it's between the Browns, Steelers, and Titans, I believe.
I know yesterday the Bills, they said there was
Cam Jordan Cam Jordan is doing his
doing?
He's recruiting them on Twitter and shit every day.
Come where?
With what
To
money?
New Orleans. I don't know. Hold on. I didn't. Bro, this is what I be talking about, bro. I don't be saying nothing about my team, bro. I said one thing.
I was coming at Cam Jordan. I'm asking Cam Jordan, what money are they going to?
I don't know. I think
dollars?
To be honest, he might be swapping him out because.
Is that a velvet cap? That shit is smooth, bro.
Well, that's the silky, bro. You don't know about
silk
that.
or velvet? That shit is smooth.
But but he keeps because I follow him on there. Him and like I think I follow like 3 Saints. That's about it. Other ones don't really post. But
fake fan.
Now I don't really like following a whole bunch of like celebrities and shit on my pages. That's how it is on Instagram too. But
you guys think JJ might reunite with Hopkins in Arizona?
Oh, I saw that too.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that too.
Yep. I hope not.
The thing is, he can go so many places right now, like, and just transfer them to a contender tomorrow. It's crazy.
Oh, but I'm just saying, like, if JJ is smart, like, hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna be biased.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna be biased.
Yo, I want y'all to keep the same energy when I say something.
Let me just say something. Let me just say real quick.
Bro.
If I'm JJ Watt, think about the last 2 free agents that left Los Angeles that got paid. Corey Littleton, Dante Fowler, both played with Aaron Donald. Both led their team in tackles.
He's not getting no more big money. He's broken arms, broken shoulder, broken kneecap.
If he goes to the Rams, let's just say this. If he goes to the Rams and plays a 1-year deal and has 17 sacks, you don't think he's going to get elite money the year after that?
17.
Not getting no 17 sacks.
Why?
Aaron Donald's not going to allow him to get 17 sacks.
How many Leonard Floyd have this year?
I don't know.
Hold on. Let me do a little
Leonard Floyd
have like 15,
bro.
Yeah.
Dante Fowler, he just needed somebody. That's what's important on defense.
No, but that's the
that.
point that Neil's making. If Watt is lined up there and Aaron Donald's inside,
but how old is Watt? He like 30.
First of all, it's not going to happen. So I wish we would not have this conversation.
Yeah, we're not going to do this. Dante Fowler and Leonard Floyd are 25, 26, and then run 4.5s, 4.4s.
But speaking of Dante Fowler, that's why JJ Watt's got to come to Atlanta.
28, just so you know.
Who is?
Leonard Floyd, he's 28.
28? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is why JJ Watt has to come to Atlanta. So we have Grady Jarrett and JJ Watt in the line. So then Dante Fowler can finally get some sacks.
Let's me with that.
Well, we might as well throw the Patriots in the mix too.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah. I wouldn't.
Chase Winovich.
Would you say
Chase is pretty good? Chase is pretty good.
No, he's good.
Yeah,
would you say that JJ Watt is better pass rushing than Leonard Floyd? Would you say yes or no? I would say yes.
He's
okay.
He's a 3-time defensive player of the year, right?
Leonard Floyd had 11 sacks this year.
Well, they're not in the same class. It's not fair.
You're right. Watt's a better class.
Watts is much better. So you mean to tell me that you don't think that JJ Watt could get 6 more sacks and get 17 sacks in a season playing with Aaron Donald?
Is he? You're asking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're talking about defenses. Yeah, we're talking about defenses. What do you guys play? What do you guys play? 3-4?
3-4. Yeah.
Watt wants.
What?
Well, we got to play whatever.
Yeah, Raheem Morris is gonna. They're gonna play higher. They're gonna play.
Exactly. You're not doing that.
No, but in that case, if JJ Watt doesn't have to be a stand-up rushing linebacker, and he can come off the edge, which is what's going to happen if in Raheem Morris' system, he could get that many sacks. If you're asking him to do what Leonard Floyd does, he is not going to get that
No, he won't. Leonard Floyd does. He's a lot more outside run contained stuff like that. He plays
I don't see
much
it
different,
bro.
but I don't see that either. I'm just saying that that free agents come to the Rams, they play a year with the Rams, and they're gone, and they get paid because of Aaron Donald for defense at least. That's what happens.
And this year would be the year that a lot of guys, like I said, will take cheap deals because of
cap
those
deal.
lower salary cap.
Right.
And I didn't even think about that, and that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll go to the Rams anyways, based off the Twitter beef, because he was talking shit about the Defensive Player of the Year award. Like, get the fuck out of here. It's fucking JJ, his brother, stupid ass brother, didn't deserve that award at all.
It's
man.
his brother, bro.
I'm riding for my brother.
Yeah.
Even if you're wrong,
Guess what? If you're Aaron Donald, you might respect that man more.
Even if you're wrong,
he brought numbers out. That's him.
Right. It's not like he said it and his brother was a scrub. Like, there at least could have been a conversation. So it's not like his brother sucks.
We'll see what happens next year. All right, bro. It's 10-16. Let's get
every time we talk about a free agent, Aaron Donald. That's the reason he'll come to LA.
Well, why wouldn't you?
Save it.
All right, man. Take Jared Goff. Bro.
NBA.
Not anymore.
NBA.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo, Lord, change that topic though, bro. You got Madden NFL 21 on there. You got to change that. We're not talking about no football no more, bro.
Oh my goodness. You want me to change it to 2K21?
Yeah. Fix that. Take that NFL talk, NBA talk.
Also, we'll probably just start off with the same old thing, the fantasy basketball recap. If you want to do that, real quick. I know.
A lot's changed.
A lot
has changed. How you doing there, Phil?
Yeah, Phil, how you doing there? Remember when I said it was a long season?
What happened? Where's he at?
He's in first, but ask him what his lead is now.
One game.
Ooh.
2.5 in front of me.
If the game's ended tonight, guess where Phil would drop to?
Fourth place.
Like fourth place.
I'm still making the playoffs.
Oh, now it's just about making playoffs.
Yeah,
when we said that to him,
mid-tier, low high pick.
I'm 11-0.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden it's just about making playoffs. Okay.
No, I was answering your question.
Yeah. Okay.
I was answering your question.
Yeah. How do I feel? Let me start out right away before I get into the fantasy football stuff. Let me answer Otto's question. The NBA All-Star Game this year is a fucking joke. They're trying to do it all in one night.
We're gonna talk about that.
They're trying to
all in one night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch anyway.
Yeah,
so.
me neither.
We're doing the All-Star Game, and then at halftime is a dunk contest, 3-point contest, and skills competition.
How are you gonna do? How somebody in the NBA?
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy with no fans, right?
No fans.
Yes.
Wow.
And the mayor of Atlanta told people don't even come to my city during All-Star weekend.
Bro, wait a second.
She said this is a made-for-TV event.
How do you do the NBA dunk competition without fans?
There's no point.
Right? What, are you gonna have that animated fan noise?
Woo! I'm gonna be sitting courtside on the Michelob Ultra courtside fan cam.
That's crazy. That is nuts, bro.
I think the West is stacked, but definitely Damian Lillard. Not only should Damian Lillard be an All-Star starter, but Damian Lillard is in the MVP conversation right now.
That boy
is. I don't understand. I really don't know. It's kind of like that
boy Dame time.
Like, I don't really understand how.
Here's the problem.
MVP.
Because the All-Star contest or the All-Star Game is a popularity contest.
Yeah,
so Steph Curry is always going to finish first for the guards. Yeah. And this year, who's the next best popular guard? Luka Doncic.
Yep.
Unfortunately for Dame, it didn't matter what he did. He could be averaging 40, 40, and 40 right now. He would not be an All-Star starter.
Mm-hmm. True. So right now we got for the All-Star starters on the East, you got Kevin Durant, Giannis, Bradley Beal, Embiid, Kyrie Irving. And then on the West side, you got LeBron, Curry, Luka, Jokic, and Kawhi Leonard.
If Jeremy Grant is not named an All-Star reserve, I'm boycotting.
He's not going to be.
Yeah, it's over, bro.
He is an All-Star reserve. He deserves it.
Plays for Detroit.
I don't care who he plays for. He's an All-Star.
I know he deserves it, but he's
Curry,
not going
Curry averaging 30 clip. Jeez.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we called him out after the second week of the season. You watched the podcast.
Imagine he come back at the end of the season. Fuck IBTE. You got views. Right?
Views. It's still on site if I see Steph Curry, by the way.
No, it's not.
Bro, it dead ass is.
He's gonna look down at you.
What are
you, like 5'8"?
5'10".
5'10"?
Well, 5'9.5".
See, this is what I be talking about, bro. You can't be doing. Everybody just say your height, bro.
Bro, but if I got shoes on, I'm 5'10".
He's still looking down at you.
Yeah, that's fine.
He's like 6'4". That's fine. He can look down at me when I give him that uppercut too. That's it for him.
Levine been hooping too.
Zach LaVine got snubbed too. I voted for him as All-Star.
big time snub.
Brown got snubbed.
That's crazy.
But
your starting guard should have been Brad Beal and Zach LaVine. Kyrie did. No, I'm not picking Kyrie. He missed too much time to be an All-Star.
I don't understand.
Absolutely.
What do you mean you don't understand?
I don't understand how he's a fucking All-Star.
Oh, I thought you were saying you don't understand what I'm saying.
No. He missed 12 games this year?
That's what I'm saying. And then James Harden wasn't in the East long enough for me to consider him.
That's crazy.
It either should have been Jaylen Brown or Zach LaVine.
Yep, I can give you that. If Jaylen Brown would have made over, I would have had less of a grade. But for Kyrie to make it, again, it's popularity contest. It's going to go by name.
Yeah,
the fact that Klay Thompson was a top 3 vote getter going into this weekend shows you it doesn't matter what you do.
Taco and Caruso were top vote getters last year.
Remember when Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady were retired and were like in the top 10 of voting one year because all the fans in China were voting for them? Like, the system is broken. Yeah,
it should not be a fan vote. It should go off stats. Also, Fred VanVleet should definitely be in the All-Star reserving talk. 100%. Man's averaging 24, 4, and 6, something around there. So that's All-Star. That's All-Star, man. If you're averaging 20 clip with extras like that, with 4+ extras, like you got.
Oh, you mean like Jeremy Grant?
I said he should be, but he's not going to be.
I don't do what you said.
Kenny won't let Jeremy Grant go.
I voted for him as a starter in every one of my ballots because I know he wouldn't be a starter, but I need to get his notoriety up for the reserve vote.
Yeah, right. Domantas Sabonis and Vucevic for sure definitely need to be in there. Vucevic is I don't know how Vucevic gets slept on so much. It's because he's in Orlando.
Because he plays in Orlando. Sorry, Otto. I know that's your squad, bro. I saw you even said the other day he's got to get out of there. He has to get out of there.
He needs to get out.
I think he said it on Facebook as well that he needs to get out of there too.
So Otto, I know you understand his pain.
Yeah, he needs to be out of there. You know who else needs to be out of there? Pretty much everybody. Like, they need to just start fresh on that team. They're all ass. Cole Anthony, I mean, he's young. He's about the only good. Well, Markelle Fultz, Cole Anthony, and that's about it.
Shout out to Michael Carter-Williams, bro.
Evan Fournier.
Don't sleep on the God.
The God, he said.
Yeah, he's garbage.
He's got a Rookie of the Year. You got a Rookie of the Year?
I don't understand how he has Rookie of the Year.
Because the rookie class was garbage that year.
Who did he play for that year?
Wait, he played for the Sixers. Yeah. Although he did beat out Victor Oladipo for the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Wait, but where did Victor Oladipo play? Orlando.
It won the dunk competition that year too. Or no, lost the dunk competition that year.
Because he sang he did a singing entrance, I believe, in a dunk contest.
Yeah, my man, check him out on Apple Music, Victor Oladipo.
Fournier is on my fantasy team.
Have y'all ever heard of
my fantasy team? And that man has missed like 75% of the season due to back
Fournier
spasms.
is like Ingram on the Giants.
Yeah, it's bad. Get him out.
Have y'all heard? Have y'all listened to Dame Lillard to rap yet or no?
Yeah.
Oh, Dame Dollar, hello.
I just started listening to the song Home Team.
Listen,
Home Team a week ago. I said, damn.
Nice. Him being the best rapper in the NBA.
He's nice.
He's up there like. Dame is better than a lot of these dudes that do it for real.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
For sure.
Let's listen to when him and Shaq went back and forth in the summer, I believe, like last summer. They've had a whole beat.
I gotta check it out.
Him and Marvin Bagley. Remember that? Him and Marvin Bagley?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, he put Marvin Bagley in a body bag.
Yeah, they keep playing with Shaq like he didn't have a record deal. Like,
no, Dame Lillard and Marvin Bagley went back.
Oh, I thought Shaq.
They went
okay.
Shit. I think they dropped like 1 or 2 tracks each.
Yeah. Dame put him in a body bag. He said, "Don't call me out, bro." So you can't even get on the court in Sacramento. Stop it.
Nah. He's like the production of the song was crazy. Lyrics. He was together. He had this shit right.
Bro, so let's talk about some fucking trade deadline shit. What do you think's about to happen? Oh,
perfect timing.
As I say that, I don't.
Yeah, I said perfect timing.
I'm thinking teams that need to make moves at the trade deadline.
Celtics number 1. Yep.
Celtics number 1. Celtics number 1. I think they
Celtics right now are 14 and 14.
Yeah, I say they blow that team place. Up. I'm thinking Kemba, Marcus Smart are on the table for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly
a couple others.
Mm-hmm. Who else you think?
Would you ask? Phil.
Yo, what's going on with the Heat?
The garbage. Their whole team's hurt.
Right.
Oh, okay.
They either have COVID or they had COVID for like a month. Like four top players.
Oh, so they
Jimmy Butler's played in like 12 games this year.
Yeah, they must have been around Jack Harlow and shit for the Tyler Hero music video.
Robert Williams, right? That's his name, Phil. Robert Williams. He on the block too for sure. He's a good young piece.
For Boston, players on the block, Tristan Thompson for sure. Did not passed out, has not passed this year. Daniel Tice also on the block. They need to find some way to get a reliable center, whether it's trading their centers. And it pains me to say it, Marcus Smart has to go. He's the heart of the defense, but
all that guard talk, no rebounds.
Right, no rebounds. Kemba Walker, I want him to stay. I mean,
he ain't staying.
He's on the block. He is, but if not, I'm okay with it.
Cardiac.
Brad Williams. They need to find a legitimate center, and then most of their problems will be solved.
I think a good pick for them would be. I think a good trade for them would be Steven Adams. I think he is a great fit for that team. If they could try to steal him away from New Orleans.
Otto said he said fuck Boston.
Two teams for me.
Look at his face.
Two teams that I think need to make a move too. They're going to be playoff teams. They're probably going to be who represents the finals, but this will put them over the hump. The Lakers and the Nets, whichever one of them gets in. Because the Lakers, I think just because AD with his health, we don't know. We don't know how serious that Achilles really is. So you might want to get somebody else. And then the Nets, you can't play defense right now.
There's no trading.
You have no other big.
The Nets aren't trading.
The Nets aren't going to, but they can try to get a buyout. They can try to pick up someone on a buyout.
Yeah. Side note with the Lakers, if the Pistons are sitting Blake Griffin out as to trade him,
that's what I was going to say.
Laker. So
I was going to say I like seeing Blake. I like Blake to the Lakers actually, and then because I don't see Drummond going to LA. I think if he's probably going to end up in Brooklyn.
Go to Boston, but
I think a couple teams for sure. I think Toronto needs to make a move. If they want to do anything, I'll pick a team.
What do they need?
They need a center. They need a guard. They need a forward, probably.
Who is this?
Siakam isn't coming.
Yeah, Siakam got paid and really hasn't done much since then.
It's just really crazy. Remember when Kawhi, when he didn't sign back, we're no Kawhi, no problem. We got Siakam. Were you drunk? In what world are they in the same league?
It's different.
Victor Oladipo is also on the board.
I think Toronto ships either. They got a lot of pieces over there, so they can ship some people. They got Lowry that could go. They got Anunoby who could go. They got really a lot of pieces that could go, and they definitely need some. They definitely need some help. And I think a potential person for that team would be Oladipo. I think Oladipo or
also on the boards.
Oladipo or Drummond. I think they could do a three-way trade where they end up potentially getting Drummond and Oladipo. I think that would help that team immensely, and it would immediately put them in the top 5 of the East.
Am I the only person that feels bad for Oladipo? Like when he got traded to Houston, he literally said, "I'm so happy to finally be somewhere where I'm wanted." And the next day, Houston comes out and says, "Oladipo's available."
Just kidding. We don't want you.
This poor guy has caught the right under the stick. Like he got drafted. He goes to Orlando. Where careers go to die. He was drafted there. Then he goes to OKC. Then OKC says, "We'll package you up. We're going to ship you away to Indiana." Then Indiana says, "We're going to send you to Houston." Now Houston says, "Yeah, we don't really care about you." Like this poor, and he's not bad.
Right. All he does
is not bad.
That's it.
He almost beat LeBron. Real close. Yeah, and then I think for a Western Conference team that needs to make a move.
Wait, when did you say he almost beat LeBron?
The Pacers they take him to like Game 7 that year?
Yeah, it took him to Game 7. Took LeBron heroic effort. Western Conference team that needs to make a move. I said Houston's going to trade Oladipo, but they don't really. I don't think they can make
LA for some 88 insurance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think the Lakers can do anything. I don't think they're going to make a move. Realistically, I think the Clippers really need to do something. This is the
Clippers need to. Yes.
This is the year that the Clippers they can either nut up or shut up. Paul George is hurt. He's got a bone spurt in his foot or something. So we don't even know when he's coming back. I would have said Golden State, but they're just not. They just don't.
They're not going to win. I don't think there's any move. There's no move they can make that sets them over the top. I don't think they want to blow up their future until they get Clay back and see what they got.
Right, 16 and 13 right
it
now.
Might just be an off year for them. They have Draymond Green. They have Wiseman, who's been hurt with a wrist injury.
Worst case scenario, they're going to ship off Oubre and Wiggins, but not for much.
Yeah, I think Wiggins stays there. I don't think Oubre stays.
Wiggins has been surprisingly good on defense.
Well, because here's when
Oubre been
Clay
putting
comes
hot
back,
garbage.
you don't need
You don't
Clay,
need it. You
Oubre,
don't
and
need-
Wiggins.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need all three.
Well, so if I'm getting rid of one, I'm getting rid of Oubre.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And
Wiggins is good on defense.
honestly, Oubre is a great player for the Lakers. Exactly what the Lakers need. But I don't think the Warriors and Lakers will trade together, to be honest with you.
What do we think about JJ Redick to the Lakers? I saw something about that.
Yeah, he's available. Him and Lonzo are available on the Pelicans, so both of them could be gone by the time trade deadline comes up. Everyone needs a shooter, so
I really do think that the trade that's going to happen that we're going to see before the trade deadline or on the day of the trade deadline is the Celtics and Pelicans. I think they're going to ship. I think it's going to be a trade between those two. I think Steven Adams and Lonzo go over to Boston, and I think New Orleans gets Tice, Smart, and Williams.
I just really hope Lonzo don't end up in Boston because I just don't like Boston sports, and I love Lonzo.
Yeah, he's good. He's definitely good.
hey, it'll be
Lonzo to the Hornets, but
I don't
there's
see
too
it
many
happening.
guards there already.
Yeah, they would have to ship two. I think they would have to ship two guards to make that work. They'd have to ship Terry
Graham.
and
Terry and Graham.
They'd have to
But
ship
then,
Terry and Graham.
do you want? I mean, the only thing is, if you bring in Lonzo and Lonzo LaMelo, Lonzo will re-sign with you.
But they don't need guards.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they need bigs.
man.
New Orleans has guards. They don't have bigs.
Cody Zeller can only do so much.
And same with the Hornets too. They don't have. They have guards. They don't have bigs. So if anything, it's going to be bigs and bigs. I mean,
And why everyone hate Boston? Holy.
Everybody, it seems like everybody needs him.
yeah. I mean, a big man is a very hard position to come by nowadays. I mean,
I think
It's because everyone wants to do is shoot. So then when you have a team that does have a dominant big, you're like, what do we do now?
Yeah, I think Rozier or Graham will be traded by the time the deadline comes. One of them will be gone.
I also look at Atlanta to possibly make some moves. I heard John Collins is on the block. John Collins would be John Collins is a perennial all-star in this league and would instantly make any team 100 times better than they are, no matter what team he goes to.
Was he on the Hawks?
He's on the
Yeah.
Hawks, and they got
He
Clint
looks like
Capella.
a top 15 pick.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. So
Wow.
it's, I don't know. I mean,
That's a lot of moves.
a lot of moves that could go on. There's these sleepers, and the NBA is always the team that moves. The league that moves players around. But we haven't seen stuff in a while, so I don't know.
I personally think COVID has something to do with this stuff, though. I think some guys are afraid to bring in guys if they don't know what their health and safety protocols have been like. Because let's say I bring in Neil tomorrow, right? And I don't know how Neil's been doing. Now Neil infects half my locker room. So I went from being a borderline playoff team to now I'm out of it because I'm going to lose for the next 2 weeks. I got to play all my scrubs.
Yeah.
I think some guys are afraid to make moves because of COVID.
That's true
Yeah,
too.
that's shitty the whole year. It's best fantasy wise too.
I know it's got to be difficult to even like be in these major cities and then not go out and not do what they do.
Well, there's the problem is they are going out and doing what they do.
Miami? Come
It's
on,
Miami.
man.
Miami.
Yeah, I don't.
Phil, you ever been to Miami?
I don't think Denver needs pieces.
I don't think Denver needs pieces. Denver just got to get.
Bro, what does Denver?
They're just still young. No, I'm saying they're just like they're gonna compete still.
I'm asking Otto, what does he think Denver needs? They have Will Barton. They have Campazzo, who's coming out of nowhere. They have Jamal Murray. They have Gary Harris. They have Jokic.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. They have a logjam with guards and forwards. I think they'll chip off Will Barton somewhere.
They
Or
use
if they have a
more
logjam,
shooters.
that's what shit.
Their whole team shooters. Their
That's
whole
what, like-
team snipers.
I just don't know. Right, I don't know what they can get now because
I don't know.
I don't know what they get that sets them over the edge.
Does Bo even play?
He
Nope.
does, but sparingly.
Yeah, nothing to talk about.
Yeah, nothing much. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, there's so many players in this league that need a shot, man. Like, just give them the shot.
You know who can use a piece? The Jazz. I mean, they're obviously super hot right now.
The Jazz
But
have won 21 games in a row.
Right, that's
21?
But
Yeah.
but listen, but give them,
Boys on
and it's
fire.
like literally the Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert show. Give them someone else.
With that Shaq beef.
But Utah's always there, man. They're always there.
Always.
They always kill it in the regular season. They get in the playoffs and they're done.
You know, they're like reminded, minus the playoff success, they reminded me of like what the Spurs used to be. They're like boring. Like no one they're not flashy, but like they get the job done.
Well, you can thank all the success for the Utah Jazz goes to their head coach in my mind. Quinn Snyder is probably the second best head coach in the league, and he deserves all their credit. Because if you put a coach over on that team, that team's not doing what they're doing. A different coach, no way.
Also, shout out to them too for just like stealing Donovan Mitchell in the draft.
Is it
Kenny, where did he go to college?
Louisville.
Yep.
He killed it.
Yeah. Well, he was good. He wasn't supposed to be this good. But he was like you knew it was there. Well, I mean, and he worked out. He worked out for Utah, and they guaranteed him they would draft him. And then when other teams called for workouts, he said, "No, I'm good." So that's also why they were able to steal him. No one got to see him before the draft. Is
Bradley Beal going to get traded? No.
Nope. Because he don't want to go either.
No, he already said Washington and him already said that he ain't going nowhere. It's an off season right now for Washington. Thomas Bryant tore his ACL. I think next year we'll see a resurgence of seeing Washington. Mo Wagner's killing it right now too, by the way.
Mo Wagner.
Sorry.
Right.
He went to Michigan, right?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that.
National championship, bro.
You know what?
Is he from overseas?
Mm-hmm. Moritz Wagner.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if he's from overseas or if he is just born here to foreign parents. Right. You know who I'm seeing, Kenny, that sticks out to me as somebody that should have stayed in college longer. Plays for the Wizards as well. Rui Hachimura. He left after
state. No, he stayed. I think he stayed. He at least was. I
remember him in the tournament.
In that Hawaii tournament, yeah, or was it the Puerto Rico tournament? It's that tournament that Syracuse always plays in with the dark ass court. That's the Bahamas tournament.
I feel like he was at least a junior because he was a Gonzaga kid, and the only Gonzaga freshman that's going to leave is going to be Jalen Suggs this year. They don't recruit kids that leave before.
Yeah, but Rui was a beast though. He went off.
Yeah, let me look it up right now, but I'm pretty positive Rui.
What team does he play on?
He plays on the
Wizards, yeah.
Yeah, he got drafted to the Wizards last
year.
Rui
Hachimura
hasn't made that much
college stats. Let me look at that. But yeah, he's an example of a kid that you would have thought because he stayed in college longer.
I think he stayed all 4.
He was there for 3 years.
3 years.
He was there for 3 years. Yeah. So that's the type of kid you expect to come in and expect to, perform.
Only 23 though.
No, right. So, but he's a kid that I hate labeling people bust this early. But if someone were to label him a bust, they have more of an argument than calling a 19-year-old kid a bust because he was in college for 3 years and he's now in his second year in the league. So we should see some sort of jump from him at this point.
Mm-hmm. I'll ask if we think the Spurs are finally clicking. No. Wait until
Rudy might be traded. So
yeah, wait until what's his name comes back from his injury, and that team's gonna slow right down again.
Marcus Aldridge?
Yeah, Aldridge.
Yeah. Also, Keldon Johnson.
Keldon Johnson. Yeah, and they also have 5 games off this week because of COVID. They have 4 players on the team that tested positive for COVID, so their whole week has been postponed.
Yeah, I have DeJounte Murray in fantasy.
I have Keldon Johnson. So yeah,
I have DeJounte Murray in one of my leagues. I have DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, and LaMarcus Aldridge. So
yeah. I think the Spurs. I think Popovich needs to retire. I think he needs to hand that team over to the woman head coach or the woman assistant coach that he has.
Becky?
Yeah, she's a brilliant young mind in the league. Who do we think MVP of the year is so far?
You got Jokic.
Otto's got Jokic. I got Damian Lillard.
Kenny Smith.
Julius Randle, baby.
New York Nick? A Knickerbocker?
I want to say Bron still, but I'm gonna go with Dame though. I think what LeBron does these next 2 months while AD is out can very well win him the MVP award though.
He ain't getting no MVP award again, man. He done.
It's very unfortunate.
I'm off to go with Jokic.
Julius Randle, 23, 10, and 5 MVP.
I love what they're doing in New York, though.
Yeah,
I love that they're making basketball
what are they
relevant
right now? They're in the 6th spot, 14 and
It's
16.
insane. That is nuts.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is. But that's the Thibodeau effect.
They're one of the best defensive teams in the league.
That's the Thibodeau effect.
The Thibodeau effect. Listen, it'll work for 3 years. Then they'll hate him, and he's got to get out of town again.
But I see a drop right now with Mitchell Robinson breaking his hand.
Right.
I definitely see a drop out of the top 8, probably down to the 8th spot maybe. Nerlens Noel is good, but he's not Mitchell Robinson. And
It's a close game. It's a close race right now.
So that's another team that probably could use a piece, but what do you
They're
give
not gonna
up
do
to get
anything.
the piece?
They don't
Exactly,
have
because
well, they got stuff.
but I want that stuff in the future is the thing. Like I
Who
don't.
do you want?
No, I'm saying if I'm on the.
Toppin, I don't want him. Who'd they draft 2 years ago?
Kevin Knox.
No, my
Kevin
point.
Knox?
I don't want them,
him.
but the Knicks do is what I'm saying. Because the thing is, if I'm making a trade, it's to set me over the top. The Knicks know there's nothing I can give up this year to get in return that is going to make me a finals contender.
I disagree. Well, not a
What?
finals contender, no, but not many teams in the league are finals contenders. Besides,
But the point is to win the final. So
Besides
I don't
Braun.
think what I do now is going to make me go to the finals. I'm going to wait and see what these guys can be next year.
bro,
or the year
honestly, realistically, I see 4 teams in the finals this year. That's it, and that doesn't matter. Regardless of any trades that can happen, I see 4 teams.
Wait,
I see the Nuggets. I see the Lakers. I see
nuts.
and I see the Bucks. That's it.
Yeah.
I
I
think
don't
the
see
best
any
to
other team.
get, what's it called? Knocked down in the playoffs.
Who?
It's their defense. I don't trust
Net-
their defense at all.
You don't trust the Nets defense? Who's scoring 150 points in a 7-game series with them?
That's the thing. I don't think the Nets will win it, but that's like they can just sleepwalk into the finals because they're going to score enough.
That's what I'm
points.
saying. There's nobody in the East that can score with them.
You got to remember, you have to beat them in a 7-game series. On any given night, you can beat them. You ain't beating them 4 times out of 7
times
times.
out of 7.
Yeah,
nah,
that's
you
a
ain't.
fact.
Possible.
Like you got to be able to. score.
KD will
gotta
come
be-
in every game and clip you for 50, and then walk out.
You gotta, right? You got to be able to.
We saw
put
last
up-
year with the Clippers.
He said,
So you got
Otto
40.
said, he said Nets, Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers.
Nets, Nuggets, Lakers, Clippers. What about? That's it. There's no Eastern
Don't
teams.
trust. Don't trust. Oh, I think he's just saying like for the finals.
Oh, his top teams.
Yeah.
He doesn't trust the Bucks, which understandably so.
I understand that 100%. I don't trust the Bucks either. But I'm
It,
just
it,
saying.
it all depends on the health of Drew Holiday, to be honest.
Drew Holiday's got COVID, and who knows how he's going to do when he comes back. But I don't know, man. The NBA, obviously, the NBA can change. Injuries happen. COVID happens. We don't know what's going to happen. We got into the bubble last year, and all of a sudden, Phoenix looks like the best team in the league. So it really is a toss-up.
And they haven't
How
cooled down
is
since.
How is Phoenix doing?
They're doing really good.
17
Chris Paul-
CP3
and
effect.
10.
The CP3 effect. You want to keep your team relevant? Pick up Chris Paul.
True competitor right there.
Speaking of teams that could make moves, I think if the Suns make
Listen,
They need
that's,
forward.
listen.
They need a good
I
forward.
was
there.
get him a wing.
yeah, they got Devin Booker. They needed one more.
Give him another scorer on the wing, like a stretch 4
They got
type.
Dario.
You know what's crazy, though, is
Give him Kevin Love.
You know what's crazy though is that they had Kelly Oubre and they just traded him.
Yeah, I know. Like think of Kelly
They
Oubre
knew
being
something.
there right now.
They knew something that everybody else didn't, I guess.
The Tsunami Poppy.
He killed it last year too.
They heard him. He called himself the Tsunami Poppy, and they said,
Bro,
"Get
he
out of
got
here."
fined for like 12 games in a row for wearing that Supreme.
We're in the Supreme sleeve.
Yeah.
He didn't even care.
So they didn't like.
He
the-
learned. You know
what
who
he
he learned
say?
that shit from? He learned that shit from Beal and Wall in Washington when he was there.
Right?
No, I thought Swaggy P said he started that.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
went
did,
to
he
war.
did.
He went to war with him on Twitter or some shit like that.
Yeah, no, they definitely did. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The NBA is just hard to guess because it's like we said, like anything can happen. Like a 7-game series, anything can happen.
We're amazing. And
Yeah,
anything.
definitely shout out to Chris Paul, man. True competitor. Don't
Oh, man,
matter
that
the
man's a
situation.
Can y'all imagine if Chris Paul went to the Lakers back when he was supposed to go to the Lakers?
Repeat.
I
we
can't
would have
believe
we would have got that Kobe and LeBron final.
So
I
are we?
cannot-
Was Gasol there?
Marc
Or
Gasol?
that was
no,
before
Paul
that?
Gasol was there.
He was there.
yeah,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that would have been crazy. Yeah.
That was
Wait,
Kobe
what
would've
year?
passed
Wait,
Mike
what
for
year was that?
finals.
What year was that?
the second year after he won. It was 2007, I think. It was the year after he won.
Oh, so this is before.
Yeah, we were
This is
freshmen in high
before
school.
he
when
went
it
back to back. This is before he went back to back.
happened. We were freshmen in high school when it happened.
So that was 2009.
Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
2009.
that's when
Yeah.
they vetoed the trade in
No.
09.
He was on the Hornets, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he was on the Hornets in 09.
It was the year after the Celtics won championship, I believe.
Yeah, so that was when
09.
9 and 10 and then 10 and
They won
11 they
it.
repeated it. I think that's what happened, right? 9 and
I
10,
don't know
10
why
and
I'm
11.
fucking sitting
No.
here listening when I
No,
can
they
just
didn't.
look it
No,
up.
10-11 was when the Mavericks won.
I don't know. Let's hope once the
Wait,
playoffs
so when did the Lakers repeat?
9-10, right?
They didn't win 2010, 2011. They might have won 09 and 10, but they didn't win 10.
2011,
Oh.
NBA Commissioner David Stern voted a 3-team trade that would have sent Chris Paul to Lakers would be vetoed. That was in 2011.
Oh, it was 11. Okay,
So it
so
was after.
it was after the repeat happened then.
Yeah, he saw what was going on.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh no. He said,
What
no.
MP3?
And then what happened? He said, Braun said, here we go.
Stern killed the trade. That's crazy, man.
That's because the Hornets weren't owned by anybody yet, right?
I believe
So it was like
Yeah, it
they
was
were still
owned
under
by-
NBA control.
Mhm. Man, that would have shaped the whole NBA history. To be honest, do you think the Heat do what they do?
Brown would have called up
The
Wade.
War,
Yes.
you think they still would have got there and won?
Yeah.
Yes. No, listen though. New Orleans would have received Lamar Odom and Kevin Martin and Louis Scola from the so New Orleans would have received Lamar Odom from the Lakers and Kevin Martin and Louis Scola, Gordon Dragic from the Rockets.
You know what that makes me wonder? What happens with James Harden in Oklahoma City then? Because remember, Kevin Martin was part of that trade.
The
whole league changed.
Yo, you think about that? That's crazy.
the whole league changes.
The ripple effect on it's like the butterfly effect. Like
That
it's
is
wild.
crazy.
Yeah, the whole league changes, bro. But yeah, I thought the commissioner was a part owner of the team.
Yeah, because what happened with the Hornets at the time were like controlled by the
controlled
NBA.
by the league. I thought.
Yeah, they didn't have like an official owner or anything at the time.
Yeah, that's
Wild.
crazy.
CP
That's crazy.
would have changed the game.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh my God, could you imagine that?
Think about all the shit. Changes draft picks, changes people getting drafted.
Crazy,
Like-
bro. Changes the whole league.
Jeez.
Like what?
I'm thinking about it. Kevin Martin definitely was in that goddamn trade too. He got the
That's what,
OKC,
like think about
started
that. Like what
stinking it
happens
up.
with that?
Bro, but at the time, at the time,
With that
Kevin
stupid
Martin,
that stupid ass
No,
shot.
he was-
Yeah.
No, listen. At
was
that
a
time,
bucket.
right? It's
Kevin-
like
yeah, Kevin Martin.
when it happened at the time, though, everyone's like, "That's
Bro.
not a bad trade for OKC." Like, because it, like at that time, it wasn't because Kevin Martin was a scorer and you got a draft pick out of it. No
Yeah.
one knew James Harden was going to be what James Harden was, and that Kevin Martin's best days
Was
were
not.
behind him.
Yeah, was not going to do that.
We saw flashes of Harden, but we didn't think it was gonna be this.
Right.
We didn't see that.
Also, in that trade, like Luis Scola was no joke back then either. My
Yeah.
man could ball
Louis
out.
Scola.
Yeah, he was a beast too. Man, Lamar Odom helped win that
Post
win the
God.
championships.
Yeah.
Bro, what could have been with Lamar Odom too, though, man? You got to think about that, man. Crackhead Odom.
What my man Stephen
Hey
A. Smith
yo,
say?
guidelines.
What Stephen A. Smith say? Oh, he was on crack.
He was on in the first move as a GM.
He was to sign Lamar Odom.
Who was
He was on crack.
Who's to sign Lamar Odom?
Yo, y'all
Max
stupid,
Kellerman's
bro.
like, what do I do?
His
All
face,
right,
Max
bro.
Kellerman's face was
I
like,
don't appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yo, Stephen A. Smith had some great things. They said,
bro, the
Steven,
best,
like,
the
if
best
you're a
Stephen
Lakers
A.
fan, how do you feel about the Kwame Brown thing?
Yes, that's the best Stephen A. Smith. No.
They go,
That
if
is
you're a
the
Lakers
best.
fan today,
Bonafide
how do you feel about getting Pau Gasol and having to get Kwame Brown? How do I feel about
The
giving up
city of Los
Kwame
Angeles should throw a
Brown?
parade. Kwame Brown is gone.
He said no
He's a bona fide
coordination.
scrub. He can't move. He can't score. He can't play defense.
He has
What
small
can
hands.
he
He
do?
can't catch the ball.
Stephen A. Smith right now is literally ESPN.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
good. That's why why you think they gave him that
Everywhere.
money?
Bro, they got him on every fucking sport, bro.
MMA too. I saw him doing some MMA coverage.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does MMA, he does boxing, he does football, he does
Does everything.
basketball.
He
I don't
does Sports Center now.
I haven't
Sports
seen-
Center with Stephen A.
They're gonna run
Crazy.
him.
Speaking of ESPN, they just Ryan Clark just signed a big deal with them too.
Yes, he did. Shout out to him.
I
Yeah,
like Ryan Clark.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, ESPN is not what it used to be anymore, but
ESPN's garbage. I don't even watch that fucking shit anymore, man.
All these other companies make enough money where they can compete with them now to give up the big contracts.
But you know,
before they used to be a monopoly.
Do you know what your biggest charge on your cable bill is every month? ESPN.
Disney. Well, because Disney.
Yep. ESPN is bank, bro. It's insane how much money you have to pay for that shit.
right. And there's only like what 3 or 4 notable anchors on there. And Steve is
But you got to think about what ESPN houses. It's ESPN, ESPN2, ESPNU, ESPN News, ACC Network, SEC Network,
Classic.
ESPN Classic,
Don't forget
all
the-
your spillover channels, ESPN Goal Line.
ESPNW.
Every time you
ESPN
turn on the classic, it's always like the biggest player in the goddamn game.
Always. Always. I'm like, y'all just play this on repeat, don't you? Because no
Yeah.
one sits there and watches this actual game.
Oh, 100%. No way.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Sports Center every time it comes on. Same shit.
The
Oh,
Ocho.
my.
Don't forget the
I haven't-
Ocho.
I haven't
Don't
watched
forget the
Sports Center.
Ocho now.
I don't think I've watched Sports Center since I was in high school.
Bro, I used
Same.
to wake up like middle of the morning and watch Sports Center. Like I'd be waking up out of slumber, be like, damn, is this a new episode? Like I would try to catch the anchor saying something different.
Right? And they never did. It's crazy because it was live all day. Like it was not pre-recorded, but
Right.
they would never say anything
change.
different all day long.
Oh man,
Yo,
Bro,
y'all didn't notice that?
no,
No,
never.
no, we knew.
was
No, but the
younger.
point is,
I was
what I'm
younger.
saying, Lawrence, it's not pre-recorded. Like every time it was on, it was live.
I didn't know that.
Like,
I
that
thought it was
wasn't
pre-
Oh, so they were repeating themselves?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Yes.
I thought it was like pre-recorded and they just let it run.
No,
Not
that
live.
was live all day.
Oh no, rip my contract up. I'm not about to sit there and say that
Bro,
shit for
that's
8
like
hours.
fucking Groundhog Day, man. That shit just happens over and over and over again.
LeBron with the spin move. LeBron with the spin move.
Yeah, exactly. You would
Oh,
sometimes
no.
catch like the guys who've been there for years, like didn't care. Like during the highlights, they would say something like wild, like so you would know it was different, but that was it.
Yeah, like I would
crazy.
always try to catch like the little influxes in their voices and see if
Like a guy like Stuart Scott who had been there forever, he would do something like you would know it was different because it was Stuart. What are they gonna do? Fire Stuart Scott?
no,
like,
bro,
you're not
who is it?
firing
It's
Stuart
Neil. What's his name?
Neil Everett? Yes, Neil Everett. Yeah.
Bro, when he does his top 10, like
he's a
at
troll.
at the end of some of his like during the morning shit, he'll just like talk through it. He'll be like, LeBron with a nice little 360 dunk there, and like, like you can tell that man had enough. Like he's like, this is my 12th top 10 of the night. I'm over this.
All right, man. Any last words?
Yeah, I got some last words, man. Shout out to my girl Naomi Osaka right behind me.
Yeah.
All right.
Young goat.
Man, already goated. She's 23, 24. She just needs to drop that dude, Corday. That man's a bum. All right.
He makes great music.
That's not personal.
He makes great music. He's got substance to him.
He ain't shit.
That's not
Would
personal.
you want to be him?
My man, 100%. My man saw
Hey,
Naomi,
yo.
my man saw Naomi make 40 mil in 2 tournaments and was like, yo, the rest of my, what was it, YNB or YBN?
YBN.
Yeah, he was like, yo, the rest of my YBN boys, I'm out of here. He's like, yo, I'm out. Peace. He's like,
I'll be a
my girl
trophy
making
husband.
40 mil. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, that's it. Come home, cook, clean. I'll do whatever. But shout out to her, though, for real. She just beat Serena handily. She about to win the Aussie Open, and I'm expecting big things.
I need to go to Australia though. Definitely need to visit for sure.
Yeah, you run away real fast. You ain't seen the bugs over there? You ain't seen them spiders? Check out the huntsman spider.
Nah, I didn't see that.
Bro, that shit like this
I'm
big.
good.
Like, I'm being dead ass. It's like that
But
big.
that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
That's like that's like your normal house spider. That's what they have.
Come on, son.
Yeah, bro.
No, it's no joke.
I'm bringing
bro.
a flamethrower out that bitch.
No, it's no joke. Like you got to check out the videos, like them on the ceiling. Like apparently they're harmless, right? Like Australian people just like they don't like they're whatever to them, but like them shits are scary.
Yeah, all right. What about you, Kenny? Any last words, man?
It's baseball season.
It's baseball season.
Right.
Spring training
Yes.
starting.
Spring
Pitchers
training
and
started.
catchers reported to camp yesterday.
Okay.
I want to take a chance for anyone who's a baseball fan out here. Marcus Stroman, get over it. The Yankees didn't want you. They didn't trade for you. They didn't want you as a free agent. So when a reporter asks you about how you feel to be a Met, your response does not need to be, I'm happy to be a Met. Why does everyone think I wanted to be a Yankee? No one asked you about the Yankees. Shut up. We didn't want you. Go win in Queens. I'm tired of it. Every time someone asks the guy a question, he's got to shit talk the Yankees. We don't care about you, bro. We don't want you.
He probably wants to be on the Yankees, bro.
Exactly. He could tell the media all he wants to want to be Yankee, but you wanted to be there and you still heard about it.
Probably the biggest bust, maybe, in a long time.
Yeah, if he would have done what he's supposed to do when he got traded to the Mets, he would have been a Yankee this year. But too bad.
Or if he would have finished his career well with the Blue Jays, he would have been fine.
Yeah, but he didn't because he sucks.
You get on the cover of MLB show and you start acting all crazy.
He wasn't on the cover.
What about you, Phil? Any last words, man?
Just to keep it, just since we're talking about basketball, just keep it basketball related. Just a message to Danny Ainge. Please do something. Please. Something.
Help me.
Help
I
me.
want to be a fan again.
I don't feel a fan. I'm saying we've seen too many trade deadlines off season where the Celtics don't make too many moves and they relied on their draft picks too much. But this is the season to finally make a strong move. Trade for a center, please. Drummond, Vucevic, there's a ton of big men on the market. Please do something. We're tired of waiting.
Stroman was only on the cover.
Belichick is the GM.
Stroman was only on the cover in Canada, Neil. Judge was on the cover in U.S.
Something, please.
He had to get all of that.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's not true.
But he was on the cover of MLB The Show.
Daniel R. Ainge, please do something.
So, wait, just real quick, that Neil, you say about the cover thing. Though, what do you think about Fernando Tatis? He just got named on the cover. He's got this 14-year big bag contract.
What was the final total? I know it's
$340 million.
All right, we're gonna table this because this is a whole nother segment.
Man,
for sure, we're gonna get to baseball.
Rich, he's rich.
Yeah, he is rich. But last words for me is everybody stay healthy, safe, enjoy your families, enjoy your time, and we appreciate y'all for tuning in to IBTE Sports Podcast. Make sure you go follow the network on all platforms at IBTE Network. Everything's gonna be in the description, man. And what are you pointing at?
Inter Milan, baby, top of the table. You already know.
All right, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next Thursday.